welcome everyone. Welcome to ChampCar.Live. I am Paul Veltum, and I am joined today by Mr. John Yanka of Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. John, how are you today, sir? And thank you for joining us.
Doing well. How about yourself?
Doing real good. Looks like we're having a little trouble finding you here. Let me get you into the frame. There you are. Thanks again for joining us, John. I know we had a hard time yesterday with the interview, so definitely wanted to get back with you and reconnect with you with Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. You guys are getting ready for your for the race, the big race at the Lifeline 24-Hour Classic that's coming up here. You've got a new build that you've put together. Tell us a little bit about the team and the car.
Yeah, well, we are a Detroit and Metro Detroit and Ann Arbor, Michigan-based team. We're a bunch of Spec Miata racers, SEC Spec Miata racers. We all met. We have ties back to a small track called Waterford Hills, and from there we met in Waterford Hills, and then all kind of went national Spec Miata racing. And pretty much the team, the Champ Car team, got formed. Our team captain and car owner, Natalino Scapatici, his wife, Jennifer, wanted to start driving. So he bought the white car that you see in the pictures there. That's the old 1.6 Spec Miata. And so that was actually her track car and time trials car that we also used in the Champ Car. So last year was our first year doing Champ Car, and we towed down to Daytona, and then we did the Nelson 24, then we did the VIR 24 as well. I believe it also went to Pit Race, and then we also hauled it down to Sebring as well. So had a ton of fun last year, and so yeah, there's a brand new car that we're going to debut here at VIR this weekend. With the little 1.6 liter is getting tough. We could, go on fuel mileage pretty well in the long races, but especially like the short ones that weren't 24s, it was kind of difficult because we just didn't have that extra oomph, with a 1.8 in it to make passes and such like that. So
yeah, that whole passing thing. Who needs that, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was tough. It was like everybody else had to break or something else had to happen, and we had to be perfect in order to just be in contention.
Right. Right. So you've got some time behind the wheel doing these 24s, and you're set for this Lifeline Classic 24-hour at Virginia International coming up here in just a few days. You guys are just getting loaded up and ready to go. Tell us about the car, because this is one sweet-looking ride.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Natalino had commissioned Ralph Provitz at V2 Motorsports to build this car. Ralph's been with us the whole way. He's in Metro Detroit area too. We all travel together to the Spec Miata races and whatnot. And things got a little carried away between the two of them. So it's it's an NA body. It's got a scrapyard, 1.8 liter from a 99 inside of it. And he just did like an absolutely beautiful job building this car. So now we're hoping that we have that extra power to make those passes and still can go the 2 hours on fuel, but crossing our fingers. So
it's a gorgeous build. Is that, you've got to have some wrap on this thing. Obviously the logo, the skull, that's got to be a print.
So that's vinyl. The green is actually the Camaro Synergy green, and that's what Nat's Spec Miata is, and so they wanted it to match that.
Okay, so the green part's a paint?
Yeah, the green part is a paint.
Okay, and I noticed you got the Mazda logo. This car, when I first saw it, it's like, man, it looks like an iRacing car, the way it's so perfectly laid out. It's got the big Mazda on the back. Are you guys taking advantage of the Champ Car Mazda contingency program?
Oh yeah, we definitely hope to. That's definitely why those logos are there too. We're all very familiar with it because with Spec Miata racing, it's that was kind of the origin of a lot of that.
Right. So you guys are some Spec Miata racers. Tell me again where you're based out of.
Metro Detroit, Ann Arbor area.
Right.
Michigan.
Right. But this is a new build for you, and I think you told me offline that some of you guys never even sat in the car yet.
I think mostly everybody stopped by the shop to sit in it anyway, but I think Nat out of our team, yeah, Natalino's the only one that's got any seat time in it. They did a little bit of testing beforehand, but we're gonna run the test day and at least get behind the wheel, see how it feels beforehand.
What your name and that? Is there a nationality you guys are kind of coming out of, or because I've noticed most of your names are like mine, like difficult to read and pronounce.
Well, Natalino Scapitici is the way I have to say it. He's obviously a true Italian.
Yeah.
I think he sleeps with a Ferrari flag, and he actually does have a wood-fired pizza oven in his kitchen. So it's good for our team meetings and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nat and Jen, they're based in Ann Arbor over here. My last name's just Americanized Czech. Other drivers for our team, Jen usually drives. She's not going to this weekend with us. But we also have Jordan Smart and Alex Piku that are joining us too. So I get Jordan Smart. That's a good old American name, right?
Yeah. So you got 4 drivers then for this weekend?
Yep.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. 4 drivers.
Okay.
4 drivers, bunch of crew coming down. Ralph will be down there. My wonderful wife, Emily, she's actually one of the reasons they pretty much keep me on the team, because she's kind of the team principal, organizing, making sure everybody's got their pit assignments and we got drivers and everybody rounded up and that kind of thing.
Cool. So it'd be hard to fire you because,
Yeah, that and they like my beef jerky, so that's what I bring to the table.
See, this is so important. So many guys think it's about the driving, and no, it's not about that at all.
No, it's about all the things
all the
on the
extra
side.
stuff you bring. That's what gets you in.
I mean, pretty much they told me it was like, it wasn't really me they wanted, it was my wife, because she project managed a couple of these 24s for us pretty well.
That's got to be so encouraging. Thanks, guys.
That's all right. That's okay.
That's awesome, though. So now, have you been to VIR before yourself?
Yeah. So I ran last year at the ChampCar 24. Actually, the same group of drivers, we all ran last year.
You've been there before.
Just had a blast. Yeah.
It's just
it was.
And you guys
that
got
was
lucky.
first time at the track, and
okay. That was like one of the first years that I can remember where we didn't have unbelievable rain in the middle of the night with, terrible heat. It was actually decent. And this year the weather looks like it might not be too bad either as far as the rain's concerned. So I'm sure you guys will appreciate that.
Let's knock on wood. Looks like it might be a little hot as to be expected, but I did see that it said sun. And I tell you, last year there was some pretty wicked fog though. It was, I remember driving through in the middle of the night, and it was just rolling through it was moving so fast. You'd come around for one lap, and the next lap you'd go into another corner and you couldn't see anything.
Right. So you guys are going to run the 1.8 liter. In case those of you watching that don't know, and I'm watching, and there's really just a few of us watching, but we'll pick up a lot of viewership afterwards. But there's a 1.6 liter and a 1.8 liter that typically goes into these Miatas. They were running the 1.6 with the white one and the 1.8 with the green one now, which is good because that'll get you a little bit further up the field with that. Well, that's great. It's a great looking build. It's beautifully well done. I like the little rooftop piece you guys got up there. Looks like it's a little bit form fitted, kind of rolled off on the edges. It's just a really well situated looking car. And it's your first big race with the car, so hopefully things go really well for you. So great. Well, hey, man, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you taking some time out again today to come on to the show and talk to us about your build and your team. And we'll definitely be following you guys along here this coming weekend at the Lifeline 24-Hour Classic at VIR.
Cool. Thanks. Passed on some good juju to us since it's our first time out with the car.
Yeah, definitely some good juju going your way. All right. Well, hey, thanks again. Maybe we can get you together with Doc or Bill in the tower, and somebody can come out at least. Maybe we can at least get Bill to come out and say hi to you. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, do you know what pit stall you're in?
I don't. I have to look at that. I think we got moved around.
We'll find you. Okay. Hey, thanks again for taking some time out. Appreciate you, John, and good luck this weekend. Okay.
Thank you much. Take care, Paulie.
Yeah, you too.